Our opportunity has arrived, sir. We've received intelligence reports that Colonel Rebus is about to test his latest project. A secret proving ground has been established on Hoth. Security will be extensive, but nothing compared to Rebus's usual protection.
Sounds like you got your opening.
Neutralizing Colonel Rebus will devastate the Empire's weapons programs. Even I cannot calculate the number of lives that this mission could save. By robbing our enemies of their most despicable weapons, we will rob them of victory, ensuring freedom for generations to come. It was a trap, sir. Colonel Rebus was even more devious than I had expected.
You mean it was all a setup?
All of the hints and clues that led me to Rebus were fabricated. It was all a scheme to capture my power core. As soon as I defeated the last of the Imperial security teams and confronted Rebus, he activated a specially built device that overloaded my primary energy controls. I was frozen.
How did you manage to turn the tables on him?
As Rebus and his final few guards approached, I discovered that I still had control over a handful of secondary subsystems. By manipulating those systems, I was able to trigger a full emergency shutdown and a rear servolock, violently propelling me forward just as Rebus came to face me.
You actually escaped by collapsing on the guy?
It was a desperate ploy, but it was successful. As I'd hoped, shutting down my power core caused Rebus's device to shut down as well. All systems were restored within 96 seconds. Rebus's surviving guards were still attempting to lift me off of him at the time, so I dealt with them and carried the colonel back to base. Mission accomplished.
That is definitely one for the records, 4X.
With Rebus in custody, the entire galaxy is a safer place. It will be some time before I can locate an even more impressive target. As soon as I do, you'll be the first to know.
Just got off the holo with Torf. He asked me to thank you for getting him out of that labor camp. He's starting to see the danger the other Deadeyes are in. Anxious for us to find them.
Any luck decoding the rest of those coordinates?
Still waiting. Shouldn't be long now. It was a mistake to trust a snake like Zane, but Torf's heart was in the right place. I just hope this mistake doesn't get any of those men killed.
Sir, the journal published my article. I've already received dozens of holo messages from medical officers and units across the galaxy. I never expected such a positive reaction.
That's fantastic news, Alara. You should feel very proud.
I would never have learned so much if you hadn't brought me onto the squad. I really owe you a tremendous debt, sir. Thank you. Truly.
I'm sorry, I don't know what Xavier Juna means. Is there any way I can lend a hand? I hope you find what you're looking for. It's great to hear that things went well, Yoon.
Everything's ready, boss. I've got Lord Albrecht's location on Alderaan and all of the files that prove the debt. I just have to walk in, show the files, act tough, and we can both become a little bit richer.
This goes against everything we stand for, Vic.
It doesn't go against anything I stand for. See you when I've got the credits. That was ridiculous. Turns out there's two Lord Albrechts. A father-son team. A crazy old man and stuck-up little punk team, really. Neither of them had a single credit, and both of them had promised to sell the guns to 3 different buyers apiece.
Just more reasons you should have never tried to pull something like this.
Oh, I pulled it off. It took a lot of wrangling, but I managed to get those 2 saps into the same room with all of their buyers. Then I lobbed a couple of grenades in. Most of the buyers' credits were still in one piece afterward, so I'm calling it a win.
Little blow-ups like that are bound to draw some attention, Vic.
I didn't use rep-issue frags. I'm not an amateur. Anybody who looks will figure it's another arms deal gone bad. Happens all the time. Let's hope the next rundown isn't so tough. The stress might ruin my looks.
Here.
General Garza, I hadn't expected you here. Or Agent Balker.
The Senate situation is more complicated than I could explain via holo. I couldn't be certain my office wasn't being monitored. What I said before was accurate. The Senate has called a hearing to investigate the actions of Special Forces, Havoc Squad specifically. But what I couldn't say was that the senator behind these proceedings is actually an undercover agent for the Empire. The entire hearing is a sham.
How could the Empire possibly get an agent elected to the Senate?
They didn't. They just bought someone who was already in place. We have the evidence right here. His name's Zion. He represents a tiny little rock in the middle of some very profitable trade lanes.
With the help of Imperial intelligence, Senator Zion has slowly gained influence. Now he's turning that influence against us.
It's just another shot from dear old General Racton. Zion gets Havoc suspended. Racton gets the break he needs to turn the war back his way.
What's our move? Arrest Zion?
Not exactly. The military doesn't have that kind of authority. And detaining Zion would only fuel his accusations that we abuse our power. I want you to attend the hearing just as the Senate has asked. We can't risk him getting away. Go and conduct yourself respectfully. When it's your turn to speak, present the evidence the SIS has gathered. The Senate will have to investigate, and we'll be free to resume operations.
Do we have a backup plan in case the evidence isn't enough?
The evidence is indisputable. That won't be an issue. Remember, Senator Zion will do his best to paint you as a loose cannon. Don't do anything to prove him right. I'll be waiting in my office. Report back to me as soon as the hearing is complete. Dismissed.
Have fun, Major.
Cease immediately.
It will be an honor.
Simple enough.
I'm your man.
I'll take a shot at it.
Not a problem.
Got it, right.
Here.
Up and at 'em.
Welcome, Major. We appreciate you taking the time to come and respond to our concerns in person. Senator Zion, you may proceed.
Thank you. As many of you are aware, Havoc Squad is widely considered to be the finest infantry team in the Republic military. Their reputation earns them a great deal of leeway, so much that they have become a danger to the Republic itself. My friends and colleagues, what is it that Havoc Squad actually does, day in and day out? Disturbingly, almost no one knows for sure. We all remember the mysterious disappearance of Havoc Squad's previous commander. No doubt, a crime was committed and covered up. And that nonsense with the so-called Gauntlet superweapon. An astronomically expensive operation to destroy a science project whose danger was never substantially proven. And it was only after that reckless operation that the Empire attacked us with full force. Why wasn't the Senate consulted beforehand? I will end with this simple fact. Since the war broke out, Havoc Squad hasn't made a single trip to the front lines. If all of the Republic's battles are being won and lost without the help of our best team, then it's time we made changes.
Thank you, Senator Zion. Major, if you'd like to make a response, you may begin now.
My team is not a threat to the Republic, but traitors like Zion are. I have evidence here proving that Senator Zion is a paid agent for the Sith Empire.
This is outrageous. Are we really going to tolerate wild accusations like this?
The commander of Havoc Squad deserves more than to be dismissed out of hand.
Preposterous. I called this hearing to present facts, not paranoid delusions.
The facts are right here. Give it up.
Though it is highly irregular, these are dangerous times. We are in no place to ignore accusations of treason, even among our own body. Guards, seal the area and allow no one to leave until we are prepared to reconvene. Senator Zion, in light of this evidence, I must order that you be detained by the Senate Guard pending charges for high treason.
But this is insane! I'm no traitor! Whatever you've seen, it must be a forgery, some kind of military conspiracy.
Please accept our apologies, Major. I hope you understand that you were called here with the best of intentions.
You have a duty to ensure that we're acting in the Republic's best interest.
That's right. And rest assured that your tireless efforts in the Republic's defense are greatly appreciated.
Given the change in circumstances brought about by new evidence, I hereby adjourn this meeting immediately. Major, you're dismissed.
Here. Up and at 'em.
Major, Lieutenant Mai. I'm General Garza's new assistant. It's a real honor to meet you.
It's good to meet you too, Lieutenant. Could I see the General?
I'm afraid General Garza had to leave. An urgent situation on Corellia. I can put you through to her via holo if you like.
That'd be great, Lieutenant.
One moment, please.
Major, I understand our dilemma has been taken care of. Reports are already circulating about Zion's secondary income. Racton could have buried us with this one. If the SIS hadn't come through, if you hadn't convinced the Senate to review their evidence, we would be finished. Well done.
I'm just glad everything worked out.
We were fortunate, there's no doubt about it. Join me on Corellia as quickly as possible. General Racton has taken the field personally. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
I'll get Havoc to Corellia on the double, General.
I'll give you a detailed briefing after you touch down. Garza out.
General Racton? It sounds like you better hurry, Major. Good luck.
On your feet. Outstanding news, sir. We've got a positive fix on the Deadeye's location. Garza's people just finished decrypting the coordinates we sent them. The data points to an Imperial outpost on Hoth. Another labor camp, most likely.
First Tatooine, now Hoth. The Imperials must really have it out for the Deadeyes.
Picking off a few dozen Imperial officers will do that. Once we get those men out of there, we can put all this craziness behind us. I just hope we're not too late. On your feet. On your feet.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only. Be safe out there. Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Simple. Of course.
My assignment is complete. I'll cease immediately.
I've completed my assignment. It will be an honor.
On your feet. taking the shot. Barracks. Hal. You two still breathing?
More or less. Didn't expect to see you here, sir.
Nor I. Care to tell me what you two are doing here?
What are you doing here?
My job. Don't you get it? This operation was never about rescuing POWs. We've been after one thing, Dusk 9.
Impossible. That place is just a myth.
Is it? We'll never know now, thanks to you two.
If that's true, then you lied to the Deadeyes about their mission's real objective.
Of course. We could hardly expect a bunch of grunts to keep their mouths shut. Next to the Emperor's location, Dusk 9 is the Empire's best-kept secret. Hundreds of Black Ops projects are born there.
It's also a prison, according to the rumors. The things that supposedly go on there, too horrible to be real.
We're more interested in the intel hoarded there. We seeded thousands of bugged soldiers into the Imperial penal system, hoping for a bite.
Why so many soldiers?
To improve our odds, naturally. The more soldiers we seed, the better our chances of someone winding up at Dusk 9. We were using the wrong bait. The brass at Dusk 9 weren't interested in common soldiers. But how could they resist an SIS agent? So, I bugged myself, staged a bogus rescue operation, and let myself be captured. I was awaiting transfer when you two geniuses showed up.
If you'd kept us in the loop, we could have coordinated this better.
And what? Hope you wouldn't say anything? Now, I have no choice but to abort my mission and try again somewhere else.
Sir, we can deal with Zane later. Let's just find the rest of the squad and get out of here.
Jorgen, sir, they're dead. The cold, they didn't make it.
What? Trace? Copland? They're gone? But I thought... Zane.
Now you've done it.
What? It's not my fault they weren't properly insulated.
You killed them. You promised them a rescue that never came, and now they're dead for it. How many other soldiers have died for you? Huh? 100? 1,000?
You can't kill me, Jorgen. Too many witnesses.
Far as we're concerned, sir, the Imperials killed him.
What? Wait, you can't just... Major, do something!
Holster that weapon, soldier, before I have you thrown in the brig.
Fine. He's not worth it anyway.
Much obliged. As for you, you think you can pull a blaster on me and walk away? I'll see you in prison for that.
You'll have every soldier in the Republic gunning for you if this gets out.
Right. Consider my lips sealed.
Let's get these men back to their squad. I'll call for an evac. They're off, sir. Mission accomplished.
You doing all right?
Honestly, I'd rather not talk about it right now, sir. Let's just get out of here.
I've got this.
Counting on my luck?
Sir, I'd like to apologize for my behavior earlier. When I heard about Trace and Copland, I just lost it. Would have done something stupid if you hadn't stopped me.
You feeling better now?
I don't feel like killing anyone if that's what you're asking. I'd have been no better than Zane if I pulled that trigger. I'd just be another thug doing whatever it took to get his way.
You're a good soldier, Jorgen. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. There's always going to be men like Zane calling the shots in the Republic. Can't kill all of them. Better to work with the system than against it.
The Republic needs more soldiers like you. You'll make it to the top someday.
Don't know that I'll ever trust the brass again. But I trust you, sir. You kept me from making the biggest mistake of my life. I won't forget that.
Major, good. Now that you've arrived, we can begin operations in earnest. Imperial forces, including General Racton, have invaded Corellia in full force. Local resistance fighters have barely held them back from total victory. Corellia is the tipping point for the entire war. If the Imperials win here, they could reverse all our hard-fought advances.
Corellia won't fall to the Empire on my watch.
Your target is the Bastion, one of the main centers for logistics and strategic planning in the entire Republic. Racton seized the Bastion during the invasion. He's clearly hoping to use the information inside to plan his next campaign against us. It's your job to stop him.
Just tell me where to begin, General.
The Bastion is one of the most heavily secured fortresses in the galaxy. Your team will need a lot of support to take it. To get the necessary manpower into the field, we're working with a local resistance leader, a Corellian security officer named Locke.
Local intel can make a big difference.
Before he entered Corsac, Locke served in special forces under my command. He's a dependable soldier, and he knows Corellia very well. We'll discuss the details once you arrive. We've set up our command center in a former cantina, the Gilded Descent.
I'll move out right away, General.
Watch for targets of opportunity, Major. Imperial Commando teams are all over the area. See you soon. Garza out.
I have good news, sir.
Not a problem.
Understood.
It will be an honor.
On it.
Here.
On your feet.
your feet.
Here.
You've done a great thing by depriving the Empire of smokescreen, both to soldiers and innocents alike.
to spare. Up and at it.
Back in a pinch.
Counting on my luck?
On your feet.
Apologies, sir. Not my best work. Understood.
Shot.
Objective complete. With pleasure, sir.
Found someone who knows how to follow up talk with action.
like this. Of course.
Down.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for slipping some of those weapons back with you. Those babies will turn a pretty profit and help shove the
I've
imps
completed my
out.
task.
You may think it's nothing, but you've certainly outdone yourself. Now it's up to us to turn the tide.
Understood.
Back in a pinch.
Counting on my luck?
Easy. What's next? I'll give it a shot.
task is done, sir. Right away, sir.
Here.
I guess you're even better than they say. I'll be moving out for the rendezvous point in a few.
Take a look at the stock. What can I get you? Appreciate your business.